Now, I'm sure many of you would love to get out there and do a track day where you can truly experience what your bike is capable of without speed limits or traffic. But what's the point in spending all that money if you don't have an understanding of the fundamentals of riding a bike on track? I recently did a couple of days with California Superbike School here in the UK, and having done a bit of track before, I seriously wish I'd done this first. I'd have had a way better time.
There we go. Woo!
So as you probably guessed from the name, the school originated in California. It was founded by Keith Code, who's a bit of a legend when it comes to motorcycle track technique and that kind of thing. His book, A Twist of the Wrist, is a brilliant read. I read it a couple of years back, and it gives you all of the foundations and information that they teach you here at California Superbike School. But really, you need a couple of days on the track with a coach following you around to fully internalize it and sort of build it up step by step.
At the school, there are 4 day-long levels you can take. Level 1 focuses on fundamental mistakes or incorrect techniques that a lot of riders make, myself included, and intends to rid you of those bad habits before you move on to Level 2. Level 2 is largely focused on visual skills, teaching you how to use your vision to its full potential while riding. Level 3 is about body position and how you interface with the bike. And Level 4 is a custom day with a coach that works on your individual riding style and any specific issues that you want to address. Each day itself is split up into 5 sessions, so you'll have a technical briefing first, which will give you a specific new teaching point to work on, followed by 20 minutes out on the track to put it into action. You'll have a coach between 3 students who'll be out there with you, watching you riding and giving you tips and demonstrations using a system of hand signals. Once you're off the track, you'll have a quick debrief in which they'll give you some specific personal feedback. Honestly, I thought it was a brilliantly run day, and the way that it's broken down into chunks like this makes the techniques and ideas super easy to digest and remember. You sort of stack them on top of each other through the day, and by the end you feel like your riding has been transformed. But what did I actually learn? Well, the first day, level 1, as I say, is all about laying the foundations with some basic techniques. The correct use of the throttle was a game changer straight away.
It might sound a little bit tame to come down to a track and just focus on one input, but it really does affect the stability and balance of the bike. That leads to more confidence and time, and as the day wears on, the fact that you've nailed that at the beginning of the day makes everything else flow much easier. Second session, we focused on the turning point. Really is a lot deeper into the corner than you think you probably need to turn. It's really tempting to start turning in early. You feel safer to start moving over, but the result is that you're going to run wide as you apex too soon. Third session yesterday was counter steering and turning in quickly, so when you do get to that turning point, don't wait and gradually turn, but give the bars a firm push and it'll flick the bike in, because the longer it takes you to turn, again, that's going to carry you further into the corner. The fourth lesson we had was about staying relaxed in your arms and not gripping onto the bars too tight. The bike itself, it wants to hold its line, it wants to stay upright. You don't need to have it in some kind of death grip. For me, this was the biggest moment of the day yesterday, when I started to loosen up and relax into it, and you think, how am I carrying this much speed but feeling so calm and confident and in control and letting the bike track through the turn? The exercise at the end of level 1 is called 2-step. It's about looking for that turning point but then turning your attention to the apex. Now, I won't go into level 2 in as much detail, but it really focuses on where you're looking, tracking reference points for your turning in and your braking, and where you're getting on the throttle so that you're consistent with each lap, giving you more time, giving you more space so that you feel calm and confident. And lastly, you get a session that goes into braking a little bit, talking about the benefits of trail braking should you wish to use it.
If you've ever ridden on the track and just feel like you're reacting to every brake point, turning point, and other bikes on the track, always at the last minute, then this level will be a huge benefit to you. By the end of day 2, I was feeling super calm on the bike, especially given how much quicker I felt like I was going. And this kind of motorcycling zen transfers pretty well to the road. Throttle control, turning points, staying loose, using your vision all contribute to a more pleasant riding experience on the road. My first ride after coming back from the school just felt totally different and so much more relaxed. Of course, £460 a day is not a casual purchase, but for me it just makes so much more sense to save up and do this first, as opposed to doing multiple track days for the same money, but without the necessary skills to go quick, whilst feeling totally in control. On top of that, the level of personal feedback you get from the coaches is excellent. I had 2 different coaches on each of the days, and both were awesome in terms of knowledge and delivery. Sure, the book and the video are great, but to truly ingest the skills, you need to practice them individually and repeatedly in the right environment, which you just can't do on the road. And so with that, I'd wholeheartedly recommend it.
So if you do fancy coming down, don't hesitate. We've got riders of all different abilities, all different bikes here, and everybody's come away feeling a little bit faster, but I think massively more confident.